What is going on, guys, and welcome to CSS tutorial. In this video we're going to talk about block level elements in CSS and inline elements in CSS. Now you can see over here on the right hand side there's basically a bunch of elements, and the only thing that I have done is actually only change the background color. Everything else has actually stayed. I just actually added the background color property just so you can see what's happening. And you can see the interesting thing over here is that you can see that some elements are actually spanning all across our screen, even though doesn't matter whether we making the screen bigger or smaller. And some are right away staying over here. You can see they're just only taking as much space as the element's width right now. So let's say if I wrote over here this length, is not spanning all the way across, and they're actually not starting a new line, because you can see all the ones on the top, all the elements on the top, they always start on a new line. However, these inline elements, they actually stay in the same line. They don't need to start a new line. And let's first check it out, which are the block elements. And you can see that I started here with heading 6, but this is just basically like a title. And then over here we have the heading 1 and all the way to heading 6, meaning it's heading 2, heading 3, heading 4. I just didn't want to write all of them, but all the headings actually are block level elements. Then the paragraph is also a block level element, and then there's going to be a couple elements that I'm just not going to show it over here because I'm not going to make the page really huge, but those are form and div, header, footer, section. But and then there's going to be a couple more, but we're going to be covering them later, so we don't need to worry about it. Just know that these are the block level elements. And the inline elements over here, let's say we're first going to start with a span, but it's like more like a title for these three. And then we have a span, and then we have a link, and then we have an image. And you're probably asking, well, why does it matter? Well, it matters for a couple of things. When we're gonna be actually displaying elements, we're going to be changing this property, because what's happening is this is a default property on these elements. So whenever you create an element, by default it's going to be block element. So it matters if we want to, let's say, when we're going to be working with the layout and we'll be working, let's say, with a centering element, there's a different ways how we're centering the block level element and how we're centering the actual inline element. So it matters to know which are the inline and which are the block elements. This is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.